Here's day one of having chickens. We went to Tractor Supply yesterday and bought, I think, 4 chickens and 2 ducks. They're all red because they're under the super hot heat lamp there. Going into it, I was a little bit ignorant. I thought I would just buy them and then they would just exist. And that's not the case. Turns out there's actually a lot of stuff that you have to do to keep these guys alive. So first thing, you're not supposed to love them, touch them, or touch them then touch your mouth or kiss them or anything like that. I guess there's a huge risk for salmonella and just other bacteria, things of that nature. And secondly, I guess bedding is a huge thing too. So we put some straw down there so they could be warm in bed, and did not even think that these things go to the bathroom in the same bed that they sleep in. Or in this case, they hang out in their food. And so I'm sure they're defecating within their food, and that's probably not going to be the healthiest thing for them to consume. So day one, we're going to have to swap out all the bedding and all the food. And even the water, we put that in there. It lasted, 40 seconds before one of the chickens jumped in there and then turned the water super gross and nasty. Keeping them warm is a big thing too. I learned that they've got to be 95 degrees where they are for the first couple of weeks or so. And the way you tell is if they're all clumped together. I'm not going to call that a clump based on what I saw last night, but if they're super clumped together, then they're cold. If they're spread out and kind of meandering about, then they're sufficiently warm. So to keep them warm and at the proper temperature, you're supposed to put in one of these giant heat lamps with a 250 watt light bulbs that keeps everything hot and stuff. And then just kind of judge the chicken's behavior. So if they're clumped together, they're too cold, so you move the light closer. If they're spreading out, well, then you move the light higher just to regulate temperature based on their behavior. I guess you could put a thermometer in there, but I feel like that's cheating. Something I was not expecting is 250 watt light bulb is roughly equivalent to, 27 other light bulbs that I have in this house. So if you're an electricity saving nut like I am, having the 250 watt heat lamp on bulb is just going to make you cry every day. So I've been reteaching the children to turn off lights and unnecessary appliances when they leave the rooms. So as far as odds and ends, you're supposed to provide an area for them to roost as well, which is not shown here because, again, this is the first full day that we've had them. So this weekend, it's Friday today, so tomorrow I'm going to build them a little pen or provide a little bit more space for them to be able to roost and do more than just exist down there. So yeah, again, my expectations were that they'd be super easy and just kind of hang out like a cat. Reality has been it's becoming a significant chore. But that's fine because the kids will enjoy it and they'll learn a lot from it. And I think the most fun part, and I'm sure a lot of owners have the same experience, is naming them. So we've got 4 chickens, I think, and 2 ducks. So of course we name them fun things. There's a duck in there named Todd the 10th. We've got Chicken Leia. Of course we have Sweet and Sour. We've got Egghead in there. And my favorite one is Darkwing Duck. So that's one of the dark ducks right there. And yeah, so any questions? I'm not the authority on it, but I will share that the folks at Tractor Supply, at least here in my area, were super, super knowledgeable, and they gave me a 1-page printout of everything I need to know. And yeah, I guess stay tuned, and I'll continue to document this chicken journey as it progresses. Thanks for watching.